From the ancient Egyptians to modern-day carnivores, meat has been a cornerstone of our diets. But a new wave of research is challenging our love affair with juicy steaks. We will review how safe it is to eat meat every day and what the main risks associated with meat consumption are. And eventually, how big are these risks? Is it worth refusing meat completely? The World Health Organization processed meats classified as Group 1 carcinogens, meaning that there is sufficient evidence to say that processed meat causes cancer. Specifically, bacon, sausages, ham, hot dogs, salami, pepperoni, jerky, and other types of meat increase the risk of colorectal cancer by 18% when a person consumes 50 grams of processed meat per day. Now, let's touch on red meat. Is it as harmful as processed meat? The answer is no. Red meat is also potentially cancer-causing, but the correlation is much weaker. That's why it is considered a Group 2A probable carcinogen. Red meat includes beef, steak, ground beef, pork, chops, ham, bacon, lamb, roast, chops, and other mammals' meat. Poultry, like chicken and turkey, is a safer form of meat. Consuming poultry in moderate amounts, without high-heat cooking methods, may not increase cancer risk. So, how does meat cause cancer? There are several possible explanations. 1. Processed meats contain high levels of preservatives, like nitrates and nitrites, which can form cancer-causing compounds called nitrosamines when broken down in the body. 2. Red meat contains high levels of heme iron, which can generate harmful compounds called reactive oxygen species that can damage cells and increase the risk of cancer. 3. Cooking meat at high temperatures, like grilling, broiling, or frying, can produce carcinogenic compounds, like polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons and heterocyclic amines, that can increase the risk of cancer. This third risk always exists, no matter what kind of meat you eat. The first two risks are specifically related to processed meat and red meat. How big is the risk of developing cancer from meat consumption? The average lifetime risk of developing colorectal cancer is around 5% for any person. Red meat consumption increases this risk by 18%, bringing the lifetime risk up to 6%. Although this change is not huge, it is significant enough to consider the intake of meat. If a person stops eating meat and starts a well-balanced vegetarian diet, how much of a benefit is there? Studies show that vegetarians have a 12% lower risk of premature death compared to meat eaters and a 25% reduced risk of cancers, specifically colorectal, breast, stomach, and prostate cancer. In summary, the key points are: red meat consumption is associated with increased risks of cancers and chronic diseases like cardiovascular disease. It's recommended to choose lean cuts of meat and limit processed foods like ham and sausages, as these are the highest risks from processed meat. Chicken and turkey are healthier options than red meat, containing less saturated fats. However, still avoid frying or grilling at high temperatures, as this risk always exists. Low temperature is considered less than 200 degrees Celsius or 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Fish is the best option and contains omega-3 fatty acids, which are good for heart and brain health. Vegetarianism can be the best solution, as it decreases the risk of cancers by 25%.